Hello and welcome to The Loop. I'm Matt Bruning.
And I'm Renee DeFord. This week has been National Work Zone Awareness Week.
It's a week that ODOT and other departments of transportation across the country set aside to remind drivers to be extra alert in work zones. This not only keeps our workers safe, but drivers and their passengers safe too.
This year's theme is Work With Us. That's because we all have a role to play when it comes to work zone safety.
When you see others picking up litter or doing their job, please just move over to the left or to the right and give proper distance.
I have a family that I want to go home to, and it just takes a few extra seconds to slow down or move over.
It's not a matter of if you're going to get hit, it's when you're going to get hit. And I hate that mindset, but it's true.
Nate Rosebrock, a highway technician with ODOT in Lucas County, recounts his close call while setting up road work signs along the road.
I noticed that the semi far back was in the left lane closest to me, and I kept, as I was working, setting it up. I also noticed that he was not getting over and he kept getting closer and closer. So at that point I had to make a decision, and luckily there was a barrier wall or a median wall right there that I was able to get up on.
The sign he'd been setting up seconds earlier was crushed, but thankfully he was not hurt.
Steve Lafferty was not as lucky. On April 11, 2002, he was working with an ODOT crew in Allen County when a truck swerved off the road to avoid traffic stopped by a flagger in their zone. The truck hit Steve, causing severe injuries. He's endured 16 surgeries to try and repair the damage.
The doctors did the best they could, but putting things back together that are never meant to be broken it's a tough deal.
For Steve, his injuries were so severe that he was never able to return to work again.
I loved my job at ODOT. I did. It was the best job I had ever had. I enjoyed it. I got to work around a lot of great people, a lot of good equipment, got to do things. I was like a 9-year-old boy playing in the sandbox. And to lose that ability, not to be able to continue doing that's a hard pill to swallow.
His message to drivers is a simple one you've no doubt heard many times over.
Most of these people have children or grandchildren, and they want to go home to them at the end of the day, just like you want to go home at the end of the day when you're done working. Don't rob them of that ability because you're in a hurry.
He doesn't think work zones should be seen as an inconvenience, but rather a necessity for having good roads. He hopes that someday drivers give roadside workers the respect and attention they deserve.
This week included Go Orange Day on Wednesday, a day to display that respect for roadside workers. Here's a look at how many of our employees and our partners participated.
We really appreciate the support from all of you. Work zones can be dangerous. Our Who Knew Guru looks at the numbers.
No doubt, Renee, that work zones can be very dangerous. Last year in Ohio, there were 21 deadly work zone crashes, resulting in 23 deaths. All of those included a driver or a passenger. Nationally, there were 857 people, including 117 workers, killed in work zone crashes in 2020, which is the most recent year of data we have available. Speed, of course, is one of the top factors in these crashes. While enforcing laws in these work zones can be a challenge due to the narrow lanes and lack of safe places to stop violators, our partners, the Ohio State Highway Patrol, still issued nearly 4,500 work zone citations just last year. The shocking part, 35% of them involve drivers going more than 20 miles per hour over the speed limit. Look, I know you're in a hurry and we all have places to go, but the next time you're in a work zone, remember this is where our family and friends work. It's their workspace. Their job is to make our roads better and safer for you. So give them the courtesy of your full attention and the space they need to safely work so we can all get home to our loved ones. Who knew?
Thanks, Dave. And by the way, Matt, do you remember last week when you said winter was over?
Does ring a bell.
LOL.
That's true. That was a big fail. Get more ODOT news online at transportation.ohio.gov. Follow us on social media and keep sending those great story ideas and feedback to loop@dot.ohio.gov.
And now you're in the loop. Move over.